This week on Life on Jupiter, we prepare, provision and plan our Panama passage whilst pondering the pirate problem.
So we're just robbing our sun showers, what do you call them? Awning. Got to protect your mainsail. You don't want it in the sun. Every day it's sitting in the sun is one less day of sailing. Finally going to repair the boom bag. So we've got the main off on the side deck here. Now we just cover it up. Because it may be 2 or 3 days. Hopefully no longer. So I was trying to think of a way to avoid using a new zipper, because a new zipper, this is a number 15 millimeters across here. It's about $10 or $12 a foot. So ours would have been over $200 worth of zip. That's a lot of zip. So, but now I'm just having a closer look at it. This end is deteriorated, but from about, only that much, from about here on, it's all good. Except for the other extreme end, which is, you know, about a foot. So I'm thinking we can still use this zipper. So we've unpicked it, cleaned it up, and I think we're going to use it. Just shortened a little bit, and I think up near the tack of the sail I'm just going to have a big flap of sunbrella with Velcro, and the zipper doesn't need to go all the way up there. It'll come close, so it'll still work. So we're going to keep this zipper, just save $200. Happy about that. We need this Dacron tape as a batten pocket. So I'm going to reuse this. Well, we're going to see how close we got with the dimensions. This will be our first fitting. because I haven't made the front panels yet. So any extra length I could make up in the front panel. So let's try it out. Time to go up the mast again. Since we replaced the rigging in Pensacola, seems to be a little slack the last time we sailed. So all around, and that's normal. I think the cable stretches a little bit in the first, few blows. So, and also the brand new Windex that was professionally installed is just it's just pointing the wrong direction. I don't know if it's getting stuck or something, but yeah, I got to go fix the Windex, tension the diamonds, and then come down and tension the bottom stay, the bottom turnbuckles on the shrouds. It's a little windy. We're nice calm water here, but unless a boat goes past. But yeah, it's a bit windy, so that just makes communication difficult. And yeah, so I hear all the recommendations about the headsets and stuff, and that's great when you're upright and standing on a deck, like for anchoring those headsets, which are expensive, by the way. But when your head is constantly back looking up the mast, the bloody things are going to fall off. So we haven't come across an affordable in-ear with throat mic or something like that. We haven't come across that yet. That's sort of what you need, maybe one earpiece and a throat mic. And then you're using both hands, so you can't have a push to talk. So yeah, thanks for the suggestions, but we haven't found anything suitable yet. Alrighty. Get the halyards ready next. So I need to use the topping lift, B, because it has the least distance from the top of the mast, and I need to get right to the top. In fact, I may need to use slings to stand up to tighten up the Windex. So this will be the primary as normal, the main sheet. When I get near the top, you're gonna have to watch, because if you use the electric winch and pull me through the top of the mast, things are gonna break. So please, when I get high up, start watching. I'll grab a tool and I'll start smashing the mast so that you maybe can hear me. That means stop, okay? I know it's a little scary with a quick release on my harness, but I do know that it's very hard to open that pin because it's bent, and I could tape it up, but I've got 2 halyards, so I'm okay. Oh, and I'll also be using a safety strap on the way, which I just wrap around the mast. 1, 2. Okay, if you could pass me my rope and strap. This is my webbing. This is what I wrap around the mast as I go. Alright.
Ready?
So if I need my bucket with a tool, I'll drop this down. It's going to fly back aft, so that's where you're going to have to get it back there. Alright, I'm ready. So remember, near the top, to keep watching. Take me to heaven. So the Windex is fine. It was loose here at the base, but tighten that up. But it was these vanes that were up too high, and the tail of the arrow would just get stuck on them. So just easy bend them down, and I think we're all good. All right, I'm ready to come down. So I'm gonna stop at the third spreader, and then I'll stop at the second spreader, okay? Okay. Okay, stop. Just gonna have a quick look here. Just a little slack on red, B. That's it. Oh, that's better. Just gonna have a look here. Okay. Down to the second spreader. Oh, slack on red. Ah, there we go. Stop. Okay. You tie me off. Close the clutches. Close the clutch. I'll be here for a while, B. I'm gonna stand clear. So B, I'm gonna need some small Allen keys. Just bring out, you know, the Allen key box. On the left front side is the smallest ones. Just grab a handful, put them in the bucket. I'm also gonna need a can of spray called lanolin. Don't let the wind blow that over. Get a can of spray called Lanatec, or it's a bluish can. There's always something I forgot. I tightened these all perfectly when we left Pensacola. Loctite, these grub screws, and they are just constantly coming loose. So annoying. See how it goes. Alright, I'm throwing it down. Oh, whoops. Yep, ready? Okay.
Oh God. Okay, I got it.
Because of the rake of this mast, if I was to let go of the mast, I'd be swinging out here in the wind, and I wouldn't be able to get back on the mast. So yeah, I got to keep a leg hold. Okay. It's good to have a bucket. They are so easy just to drop stuff out, pick it up. So I'm going to give these turnbuckles a spray. They're pretty good because they've only been on for 2 months, 3 months. It's also always nice to have lubricant on your stainless steel, otherwise it can bind and wreck the turnbuckle. See, I got them tied together, so if I drop one, surely I'm not going to drop both. Oh shit. Why? Definitely that way. Gotcha. Oh, B! B! That was the microphone cover. You have to get in the dinghy, go get it. Or swim. I have to keep eyeballs on the microphone cover. There's $100 with the, or more, $200, $150 for that piece of fucking foam. Well, it came with the media case, but it's always fallen off. Oh, she started first pull. See what a bit of desperation can do. Gonna be in the shallows. She still hasn't got the microphone cover. This is really good for practice accuracy.
The microphone covered. I washed it in fresh water. Oh, it's so hard to get. So windy.
So we're likely to head off soon. There may be a weather window approaching us on Sunday. It's going to be light, but it's sailable in the direction we need to go. So unfortunately we can't go direct line from here to Bocas del Toro in Panama, where we want to go, because it runs right through the pirate grounds, which we're going to avoid by a long distance. So our track out of here actually takes us basically to Jamaica first, and then we turn right. So it's direct line to where we want to go is about 750 mile. We need to do about 1,300 miles to avoid these bastards. So I'm just looking at the currents in the area. While we've got internet, I've got this information available to me. So we're up here, Isla Mujeres. You can see the Gulf Stream here, which we have to cross. And that's if we had a strong northerly wind, which we recently had a window where there was a strong northerly wind, would have been great for going east. But it's going to be rough as hell through here where it's against the current. So this weak northeasterly that's coming on Sunday is not so bad. You know, the waves won't stand up as much. So anyway, we have to cross this current. So I've plotted some waypoints while we have internet. So this first waypoint here is around about there, and that will get us across the Gulf Stream as quickly as we can and across this counter current into this helping current. The second waypoint I plotted is to avoid both this counter current and this counter current, so it's about there. Second waypoint is about there. And the third waypoint I plotted, again, we want to avoid this counter current, is right there off the tip of Jamaica. It's actually maybe I'll put it there, but that's around about our turn point. And from there all the way southwest towards Bocas del Toro is helping current, and will also be downwind. So it's going to be a bit of a battle. That's 600 miles that we have to battle against the wind. The forecast in this window is showing a light northeasterly. So by the time we're moving at 8 knots into it, it's going to be on the nose, but we should still be able to sail it. So there's about 3 things against us on this passage. The pirates are the biggest one. And then against the trade winds. You know, we're predominantly easterly winds at the moment. So we're trying to wait for a little bit of help from a northeasterly. And then of course you got these currents to get around. So, and I'm not sure how accurate this current prediction is. And that's all it is, I think, is just a prediction. This is not an analysis that I'm aware of. At least not a current analysis. So it's a big day today. Hopefully it's a successful day. We're trying to check out of Mexico. We've been Isla Mujeres, what, 3 months?
months.
we haven't actually done anything in Mexico. We've not seen anything. We sort of had the plans, you know, you got the cenotes here, the lovely caves and cave diving, you know, scuba gear in the caves. We wanted to do that. We wanted to see the Mayan ruins. But everything is just so touristy here, and the prices are not cheap.
Yeah, it's like triple of the
Well,
price.
for that one dive in the cenote caves, it's $120 each. So we
some of them not included the gears and food.
Yeah. So yeah, we've spent a lot of time here, but it's mainly because we've been working on the boat. We've been repairing broken toes, and man, we got some friends here, you know.
Yeah, and
there's a good supermarket and cheap beer. So yeah, it's not all bad, but geez, we feel like we have not seen Mexico at all. Anyway, you see the line of clouds behind us there? That's a northerly coming. Be here tonight. So we've got a day of patience required to deal with the authorities here, which take forever. It was 3 days to check in, but hopefully today we'll be all done in one day.
Yeah, he said 6 hours.
Well, someone did it in 6 hours, doesn't mean we can. But... Wow, friendly restaurant guy.
I know.
Awesome. That's a first.
You finished?
Despacho.
Yay.
This is what we're waiting for, despacho. That's our papers to say we legally exited the country.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, this is the second day, you know, but first thing up, so it's cool.
And then we're gonna go to immigration.
Yeah. So immigration hopefully only take 10 minutes, and then we
Yeah.
are officially out of the country legally.
Yeah,
But
we can
we're probably
relax
going to be
now.
here another 4 days. Alright, let's put this away. I'm going to hold it. Let's go. Well, we're almost checked out of Mexico. We just got to hit immigration. It should open. I don't have a watch. It should open in 5 minutes. And then we're officially out of the country. But physically, probably got another 4 more days. Still waiting for this weather window, and it's frustrating. We've been here 2 weeks longer than we wanted to be, waiting for this weather window. And they just seem to close up every time they approach. But Saturday looks okay. Looks a bit rough. Princess is cringing and complaining already. But if we want to avoid the pirates, that's what we've got to get. Gotta wait for that northerly. And the northerlies are fronts, you know, they come with thunderstorms and strong winds. Thankfully, we don't have a real schedule, because sailing's not pleasant on a schedule. Done!
Yay, we're done. So, we're gonna go back again. I don't want to go home yet.
We are out of the country. Hey, do you want to get an ice cream?
Are you kidding me? Yes.
I was kidding you.
Last time we're gonna eat ice cream.
Exactly, and that's good ice cream.
Yeah.
We need celebration ice cream.
Celebration ice cream. Yay! What are you having?
I think I'm gonna get a bit of pistachio.
Oh, you had the